Welcome to the wonderful channel where books are discussed. Yes, there is a summary of this book too. If you're ready, let's get started.
The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini is a deeply emotional and powerful novel that explores friendship, guilt, redemption, and the impact of personal choices against the backdrop of a changing Afghanistan. The story is told from the perspective of Amir, a boy from Kabul, whose journey from childhood to adulthood is marked by betrayal, loss, and a lifelong search for forgiveness. The story begins in the 1970s, in a peaceful Kabul before war tore the country apart. Amir is the son of a wealthy businessman, Baba. They live in a large house in the Wazir Akbar Khan district. Hassan, the son of their servant Ali, is Amir's closest friend since birth. The two boys share a special bond. They play together, run kites, and read stories. But there is also an invisible line drawn between them. Amir is Pashtun, belonging to the dominant ethnic group, while Hassan is Hazara, an ethnic minority often looked down upon and discriminated against in Afghanistan. Despite their social differences, Hassan is loyal and devoted to Amir. He would do anything for him. One of the most famous lines in the book, "For you, 1,000 times over," comes from Hassan, expressing his deep affection and loyalty. Amir, on the other hand, loves Hassan, but also feels jealousy and insecurity. He constantly seeks his father's approval and feels that Baba prefers Hassan, who seems braver and purer in heart. Every winter, Kabul hosts a kite fighting tournament, and Amir sees this as his chance to win his father's pride. Baba loves the sport, and Amir believes that if he wins, Baba will finally see him as worthy. During the competition, Amir and Hassan make a great team. Amir controls the kite, and Hassan is the best kite runner, the one who chases down the last fallen kite. Amir wins the tournament, cutting down all the other kites, and Baba proudly hugs him, calling him his son. For the first time, Amir feels complete. But the moment of joy is followed by a dark event that changes everything. Hassan runs to fetch the last kite, the symbol of Amir's victory, and encounters Asef, a cruel older boy known for his hatred of Hazaras. Asef demands the kite, but Hassan refuses to give it up because it belongs to Amir. Asef and his friends then brutally assault Hassan. Amir secretly witnesses the scene, but is paralyzed by fear and cowardice. He does nothing to stop it. He runs away, leaving Hassan behind, and this moment becomes the source of his lifelong guilt. When Hassan returns, wounded and silent, Amir cannot bear to face him. His guilt grows unbearable. Instead of confessing or apologizing, Amir tries to push Hassan away. He hides his birthday money and watch under Hassan's pillow, falsely accusing him of theft. When confronted, Hassan admits to the crime even though he is innocent. This breaks Baba's heart, but despite defending Hassan at first, Baba lets Ali and Hassan go. As they leave, Amir feels a strange sense of relief mixed with shame, the first sign of his moral decay. Soon after, the Soviet invasion begins, and Amir and Baba flee Afghanistan, leaving behind their home, wealth, and memories. They settle in Fremont, California, where Baba works at a gas station. Life becomes modest, but peaceful. Baba never fully adjusts to the new world, but Amir studies hard and eventually becomes a writer. Yet, the past continues to haunt him. Years later, Baba dies of cancer, proud of Amir's achievements, but unaware of his son's deepest secret. Amir marries Soraya, a kind and supportive woman from an Afghan family. For a while, life seems stable, but Amir's inner guilt never leaves. He carries the memory of Hassan's eyes, the look of betrayal, the pain he caused. One day, Amir receives a phone call from Rahim Khan, Baba's old friend, who is now living in Pakistan. Rahim Khan is sick and asks Amir to come. There is a way to be good again. He tells him a line that pierces Amir's heart. He travels to Pakistan, where Rahim reveals shocking truths. Rahim tells Amir that after they left Kabul, he continued to live in Baba's house and took care of it until the Taliban took over. He also tells Amir the truth about Hassan, that he was not just a servant's son, but Baba's own son. Hassan and Amir were actually half-brothers. Baba had kept this secret his whole life, out of shame and fear of social judgment. The revelation devastates Amir, deepening his guilt. Rahim then tells him that Hassan and his wife were killed by the Taliban. But they had a young son named Sohab, who might still be alive in an orphanage in Kabul. Rahim begs Amir to find the boy and bring him to safety. Driven by a mix of guilt and love, Amir returns to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan, a dangerous and war-torn land. Kabul is no longer the city of his childhood. It's filled with fear, destruction, and poverty. He tracks down Sohab, discovering that he was taken by a Taliban official who turns out to be Asif, the same man who assaulted Hassan years ago. In one of the most intense scenes of the novel, Amir confronts Asif to save Sohab. Asif, now a Taliban leader, recognizes Amir and brutally beats him. But Sohabi, just like his father once did, shows incredible courage. He uses his slingshot, the same weapon Hassan used as a child, and blinds Asif in one eye, allowing Amir and Sohaba to escape. Amir, battered and broken but spiritually freed, takes Sohaba to Pakistan. He tries to adopt him and bring him to the United States, but the process is painful and complicated. Soharo, traumatized by everything he's witnessed, becomes quiet and withdrawn. Amir struggles to connect with him, feeling the heavy burden of responsibility. When Sohrab attempts to take his own life out of despair, Amir realizes how deep the scars of violence and loss run. After months of care, they finally move to California together. Amir slowly helps Sohrab adjust to his new life, though the boy rarely smiles. In the novel's final scene, during a kite-flying event in a park, Sohrab watches as Amir runs a kite for him. The moment mirrors their father's past, symbolizing hope and redemption. When Sohrab manages a small smile, Amir feels that perhaps there is a chance for healing. He runs after the kite, echoing Hassan's famous words, "For you," 1,000 times over. This final act completes Amir's journey, from cowardice to courage, from guilt to redemption. The story reminds us that forgiveness is not easy, but it is possible through love, honesty, and the courage to face our past. The Kite Runner is not just about Afghanistan or political conflict. It's about human emotions, friendship, betrayal, and the struggle to make peace with oneself. It shows how a single act of cowardice can haunt a lifetime, but also how acts of redemption can restore the soul. So, what did you think about this story? Which moment touched you the most? Amir's guilt, Hassan's loyalty, or the final scene of forgiveness? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Fast Book Pod for more powerful book summaries. And like this video if you enjoyed this journey through one of the most moving stories ever written.
The summary of another book is finished. What did you learn from this book? Have you read it before? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel.